Hey guys, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So I got some new molds in today. I did measure them with water. So this turtle takes 9 ounces and it's a little planter pot. And this is an adorable frog with a baby frog. And this guy takes 10 ounces. So we're gonna do this one in green. And I'm going to do this one in the brown. So we're going to use the mineral pigment, which is like a concrete pigment. So we're going to use it, the burnt umber for this guy and the green for this. So we have got to get some powder mixed up. All right, so... And I'm probably going to use this to mix the 10 ounces. So we'll go to here. We'll go a little bit more with the powder. So I'm just going to pour it in the cup. And this is the mix2mold. You guys know I love this stuff. Oh, because I still have a couple of succulents that I need to plant. So, and I wanted some different plant pots. So we have got like 12 and a half ounces in there. And I'm just going to take a stick and we're gonna put our powder in. And I do want to try to get this a little bit dark if I can possibly do that. So then we'll stir that powder in. Take this so that we can really get that white powder off the bottom. And I'm going to add just a little bit more. We'll do that. And that should be, it should be dark enough. And hopefully, yes, we have about 13 ounces. So I am thinking we're going to have enough, but let me get a couple of other molds out. Just in case we have too much. All right, grab a couple of my flower molds just in case. So we have some extras on standby. And we've got this little turtle here. So we're just gonna all right, let me mix it in this cup. We'll all right, let me move that back because we're doing this little guy first. So we finally got our pool all up and running, filters running. We've got the bark mulch around it. So yeah, it's been so busy. Like, I have done no housework, guys. So I'm gonna get this one done, and I'm gonna start another one so that I have something for tomorrow. I've got to start getting my videos done here. It's like, oh my word, I'm falling behind. Let me see. So we're just about at the 10-ounce mark. So I might as well just add that. But I think this will be a really pretty green. And it's showing 10 ounces, guys. How I pulled that off is beyond me. All right, so we're gonna pour a little bit in. It's not a lot of like intricate details, but he does have like some bulgy eyes, so I just want to make sure that we get no bubbles. Are you kidding me? Well, that didn't work out so well. Now, did it? Now, to be able to match his color. Let's get this. So I'm just trying to run that down so that we don't have like a defined line. Oops. All right. I'm just going to put a little, and we'll try to fill up that other little turtle. There we go. All right. So we're going to put that cup aside. And let's get our brown. Get our brown mixed up. Okay, so that one says 9. Let me just wipe this out. And it's just dry powder, but all right. So I thought something fell. All right, so that's 14. I'm going to try to end with 10 ounces at least on that. Let me just slide these guys back. All right, let's get some brown. So I'm going to go to like Lowe's or Home Depot and see what they have for cement coloring. Because I was talking to my husband yesterday and he's like, you probably can get it cheaper there because, you know, it's sold for like commercial because that's what they color the different concretes with. He said versus buying it for crafting. And I'm like, oh, you know what? You're right. All right, I think that's going to be a good color. So we'll do the same thing. So that way I can try and make sure that we have more than we need. And I'm only doing these two, trying to keep it more simplified. I had somebody comment on when I was making the butterflies that I didn't need to bling everything out because I make it look tacky. I'm like, you know I can't please everybody, but really? And it's funny because all the ones I blinged out sold, even though I didn't intend on selling them because I didn't think they were good. Oh, the butterfly is in my plant pot, but my girlfriend wanted the 2 hummingbirds, so. I gave her the 2 hummingbirds, and then all the other stuff that I had blinged out on the cat pots and those sold. So I'm like, well, and of course I grabbed one that doesn't have. All right, so let's see, what's 10 ounces would be about 300 mLs. So we're just gonna pour the rest in. You know, it's like I work so hard to try to come up with like different molds that, you know, but try different things. I just started blinging things out, so I don't know. I guess I just am not going to please everybody all of the time, right? I am going to put a little bit more of this powder in. Just mix that in. Mixy, mixy, mixy. So yeah, yesterday was like 83. It was gorgeous out. I spent most of the day outside, and today it's like gonna be barely 60, and it's windy, and the wind's coming in from Canada, so I'm like, really? Okay, so let's I do want to make sure that yay. And I really don't even have enough to like to do anything. And I can't move it right yet. I am gonna put a scoop in. We might as well I'll try to make another dog. Let's see, I'll do 3 scoops. So I don't know if any of you got my live last night trying some new Power Tacks. I'm really not happy with the piece that I did, which, you know, it's my first piece. I knew that was going to probably happen. But I am going to add, I'm going to paint it today and see how I can change it up a little bit. So if I get that done, I will, I'll post a picture at the end. Probably won't be this video. It'll probably be the next video. And I am going to use some of this brown, and so I'm almost thinking this pigment would work in that other stuff too, in that Power Tack. So this is, I believe this is the Shepherd Dog. All right, so I can move that guy now. I have one little piece of white powder that I saw down here and I want to make sure that I get no bubbles this time, because I always seem to get one in his tongue. Don't know why, but I do. I'm gonna beat the snot out of it. His ears. because the rest of him comes out good. It's just the head that I'm having an issue with. Let's see, a brown flower is not gonna look the greatest. What do I have? What do I have that I can just put this bit in? I know it's not, that's not gonna fill it. So I'm just gonna add another scoop of powder. And hopefully, oh, now it's too much water. I'm just trying to thicken this up. And it's definitely gonna take. Ooh, sorry guys. Just trying to get a thicker consistency. Okay, that's like, that is a little better. And let's add some more of this brown. And so this is the French Bulldog. Whoa. Not what I wanted to do. You guys see that big old mess I just about made? All right, so I'm gonna move that here. And I have got another little puppy here. Actually, let me grab one of my other puppies. Try this guy. And he's got some little bits in him, but that's okay. I'm going to add just a smidge of water. Come on. That was some powder, so I'm just trying to well, there, we got no waste other than what's all over my table. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go grab me some lunch, and then I will be back and we will get these demolded and figure out what we are going to do with them, if anything. So I will be back. Okay, guys, so these we did last, so I'm going to demold those last. Let's get our little turtle out, because he always comes out amazing. He doesn't have the sparkle, but we could cover him with some of the dragonfly glaze, whatever it's called. All right. So hopefully this guy unmolds easily. I like these real stretchy molds, especially with the mix2mold. Oh, we did get a bubble under one of his little feet. Oh, he is adorable. Oh my word. Look at it. So we have one bubble right there and a little one on his knee. Oh. But he is adorable. All right, so we'll do his little face up here in a minute. Now let's get Mr. Tortoise out. And this should be real easy. To demold. Oh, he is adorable as well. I am liking it. I like how he has that texture. So I'm thinking we might do a little bit of a dry brushing on him. We'll give him his little face. All right, so, all right, we did the dog, the shepherd first. And again, he unmolds pretty easy as well. Yay, we still got a little tiny bubble under his chin, but I like the way he came out. Yay! And then we did Mr. Frenchie. There we go. That little middle piece was being difficult. Usually he unmolds really well, but so even though these are, you know, cured, you still got to be a little bit careful for the first at least 24 hours. Now, I know I've done him, I thought I've done him in mix2mold before. Let me try to get his big old head out of there. Yay! So he came out adorable as well. We got a little bubble under his tail. Now this guy, I'm assuming, is going to have some bubbles. I am. Because it was so thick. But he's got a bubble there and a few here, but... and a few on the tail, but I mean, not too bad. I can sand those down. Little one in his ear. All right. So I'm not going to do all of these on video because I know that, you know, it gets long. But I am going to do the two main events. Now, a while back, I had done some dinosaurs, and I had done some funky stuff with the eyes, and everybody wanted to know, like, how I achieved that look. So I'm going to try because he is a tree frog. He's only got 3 little toes. So this one is a tree frog. So his feet should be orange, but so what I had done on the other one is I went in with red and orange to kind of give him those like kind of creepy eyes, I guess. I don't know what you call them. And I don't want to go too close at the bottom because I have not sealed this. So if I screw up and go someplace like that I'm not supposed to, it's going to be stuck there. Now, I don't know if this is going to work because this paint is going to be absorbing in. Because this is so fresh. And then I just took the orange. And just kind of dabbed So if you're doing this on like something where the paint doesn't absorb in as much, you'll get a little bit better blending, but I don't know. I kind of think that kind of looks cool. So we'll let that one dry and we'll get the other one done. And then we'll do the little black spot after. Now we'll go back in with the orange. So when I had done it on the dragons, because that was resin, I ended up like having to do a couple of layers of each to get the like desired look that I was going for. And these, when they dry, they will darken a little bit. Let's get the black. And my black is not in there. That's my acrylic one. Okay, I have my black is missing. Well, let's try this one. Oh, I gotta do the baby's eyes. Those, the baby's eyes are closed. So I'm gonna take my permanent marker here. And we're gonna use this because these are smaller little pieces. I think he looks kind of cute. This one's not working the greatest, so let me take this one. And then once I spray seal these, all that paint will be locked in. There we go. So we've got one little froggy done. Do I? I don't know. All right, let's do... I'll do his little nostrils. Let's see. This eye looks like it's half closed, but this one doesn't. So it's like, what do I do? What do I do? I really wish I could find my black marker, my oil one. I don't know if I should do this or paint. Well, we'll start under his chin here and see how it looks. I just want like a little, there we go. I think that'll be all right. Just kind of where the scales are, just to kind of give it a little, like a little bit of that texture. And these bigger ones here, I'll kind of fill them ones in. So I'm just hitting the high spots. That's all I'm doing. I think that's giving him just enough of that textural look, just so he's a little different. I'm like, how am I going to decorate him? And then I think I'll take the skinny end and I will just go in between. I don't know. I'm contemplating, do I because I'm afraid if I use this to color in the, like the tortoise shell, it's gonna take away from the texture that we achieved on like the turtle itself. So I'm just gonna take the fine end and we will just kind of define the shell. So it'll give it a little bit of depth because it's a little bit darker than the color that's there. I was thinking I could do it with like a dark brown, but I don't have a good dark brown paint marker in oil or in acrylic. I could use a brush, but I think that just, it takes longer and there's more chance of oopsing. So don't forget, if you want to join the private Facebook group, you've got to answer the questions in order to get in. So if you didn't answer the question, you can just, you know, hit join again and answer the questions, and I will let you in. And it doesn't matter if you do resin or you don't. There's only 3 questions. It's just basically so I know that you're a human and not a troll, because I have had so much bad luck with trolls on Facebook. Yeah, that. And that's why I did this group private, because I don't want all the trolls and the weird guys making comments, and yeah, it's really bad on Facebook. And then I think once he's all sealed and he has a nice little succulent in his back, I think he is going to be adorable. So sometimes it just takes a little bit for the paint to like really start flowing out. So I'm just kind of going over some of those lighter areas. And there we have it. So we got to give him some little eyeballs. Kind of. And I'm just going to make this whole one black just so they kind of match. And then we will, oh, I got a little carried away right there. I made that one bigger so that they match. And let me see. I think I'm going to put a little sparkle. Just 2 little dots, nothing too major. Some over here on the sides. And these ones are my oil markers, guys. I was thinking about doing this part in the bronze, but I think I like it better like this. And I'm just kind of going over a few. The second coat always helps make them stand out more. Yeah. There we go. And then I'll just let these sit overnight, and then I will spray seal them. So this is our little tortoise planter, and this is our cute little frog. I'm really contemplating painting his fingers, his toes orange, but I'm afraid that I'm going to screw it up if I do that. I'm really afraid. So, yeah, I think I'm going to leave him like this. He can have a little succulent in the back of him, and I think that'll be cute. And then we have our 3 little puppies that we made. Even though they're the same color, they're still somewhat different. And once I spray them, they will really come to life. So yeah, I'm going to end it there. I'm not going to finish these off on camera. I'm going to do basically the same as I did here. And I will see you guys all on the next video, guys. Have a fantastic day. Bye.